With the same energy you put in working towards failure, you could as well attain some certain level of successes in life. My name is Isaiah. You can call me the Pathfinder because it is literally my life assignment to help you. I don't care what your geography is. I don't care what your age group is. I really don't care. To find your path, your purpose, the reason for which you were birthed, and to ultimately work in it, because that is going to be the one thing that will fulfill you as an individual. Now, I make mention of the fact that there are many of us out there who are deliberately working towards failure, and we think to some degree that that's actually our path to success, that's our path to finding fulfillment, but it's not. There are many of us doing substitute activities from what we are supposed to be doing. So you find a medical doctor being a nurse, right? He hasn't maximized his potential. Am I saying being a nurse is bad? No. I'm saying that that individual could have envisioned being a medical doctor in some category of that field entirely, right? But he or she became scared to pursue his dream, to pursue her dream. So you find a singer remaining a music writer. You find, many people settling for less than they could actually do. Now that is actually the will to fail at work in you. You doing a substitute activity from what you could do, from what you are meant to do. And you find some form of justification for it and saying, okay, it's fine. I mean, if I don't hit the target, this is a good benchmark for me to use. Don't be among that group of people thinking that way. What you want to make up your mind to do is aim for what you want. What it is that's going to succeed you, that is going to fulfill you. That's what you want to do. This story of two individuals, brothers actually, they were birthed into a family with no advantages. The father was a drunkard. The mother, they had lost their mom at the age of 4 or so. They grew up. One of them, I believe at age 30 or something, that was very successful. A very successful gentleman, doing great things, great exploits, respected in the society, making great impacts, doing his contribution. And then the other was a failure, a redundant failure at that. The other one was enjoying ravaging success. The other was settling for redundant failure. At age 30, they were both interviewed. Brother A, Mr. Successful, right? Why are you this successful? Why are you such a person of affluence, such a person of influence, such a respectable gentleman? Why are you like this? And then he said, this is the answer he gave. What reason do I have? I mean, looking at the kind of father I have. Brother B, why are you such a redundant failure? You're just nothing. You're a drunkard. You're an addict. You're engaging yourself in so many self-destructive behaviors. Why is it so? Same reason. I mean, what were you expecting? Look at the kind of father I have. Same reason, different, same play out of scenarios, right? Same play out of events, different outcomes. Now, the question here is, who are you working towards becoming in this analogy right now? Who are you working towards becoming? Because you can look at the circumstances surrounding you, the family you have, you came out of, your educational qualification, the fact that you did not advance. Maybe you look at all this, the geography you are in, the environment, the people surrounding you, and you're saying to yourself, okay, fine, I think I can settle for this to define who I am. This to define what my life turns out to be. Now, my challenge to you today is to kill that will to fail, because that is what it's called. Every individual has to a certain degree, the will to fail. Now, if you find people who seemingly had conquered it, that is a possibility, right? That is a possibility for you to conquer that will to fail. It is because they made up a conscious decision to do that. They made up their minds to kill that will, because it's going to be found in you. So you want to kill the will to fail. Make up your mind that what I am experiencing right now is not going to define me. My parents are not going to define me, my brothers, my sisters, the environment I'm in, what I'm doing, my business, the limitations placed around me are not going to define me, because what you do is not who you are. What you're doing right now, what you've achieved so far, it's not who you are. The potentials that are still locked up inside of you are waiting to find expression. Now the question is, are you going to hide that behind the successes that you've seemingly attained so far? Because here's what you want to understand. The enemy of best is good or better, right? The enemy of best is better. So you want to make sure that you aim for the best. You don't settle for you having done better. You say, I'm better than this one, I'm better. That's what's killing us in Africa generally. So we find out that, okay, this my neighbor is doing poorly, he's not achieving anything. I think I have a car, I have a house, I can settle for this. Let me start to raise up kids, and this can define my life. This can be, I can boastfully say I'm better than this person. You don't want to settle for that. There is something locked up inside of you waiting for expression. Here's what I'm looking at. What are the uses for your life right now that you are not even aware of yet, that could make you a better version of yourself, that could make you a better citizen, a better husband, a better wife, a better boss, right? You want to explore those possibilities. You want to look at them, embrace them, go into them. Kill the will to fail from limiting you, from deterring you from the successes that are waiting for you. Now, many of us are out there and we scroll on the internet, we find, just take a scroll up and you find thousands of people telling you about how to make money, giving you one scheme or the other, this, that. Guess what you want to understand? And you want to pay really close attention to this. Money will not fulfill you. Money will not fulfill you. It is what you do with the money that will fulfill you. Now you are deliberately moving consciously and you're saying, okay, fine, let me just get the money at least to make myself comfortable. Let me just get the money at least to enjoy myself. The question is, after that, what next? Now you want to find, yes, my admonition now, you want to find your path. You want to find your purpose. What money really is a tool for time redemption, right? It's supposed to redeem time for you while working towards the achievement of your purpose. Now that's important for you to understand, because when money comes, its primary assignment really to anybody is to redeem the time for that person whilst working towards his or her purpose. Is the reason, the hallmark for which he or she was created, right? So you want to make money a tool, not a master. You want to make it a tool, not a master. You want to make sure that you are the one in control of the influence of money as touching your life. You want to make sure that you are the person who is in control of what the psychology of money, not the psychology of money controlling you. So you move into what it's good to, believe me, money can answer a lot of things. Money can do a lot of things for you. It's important. In fact, there is no fulfillment of, there is a limit to which you can fulfill your purpose without financial resources. But that is not the purpose for which you were bettered. So it is important that you first of all find out, what is the reason for which I was created? What was I put on this earth to do? What's the solution I'm meant to bring? What's the innovation? What's the thing that I'm meant to bring? Because you owe me something. Ladies and gentlemen, you owe me something. I'm waiting for you to pay the dues with which you came to the earth with. The earth, the universe sent you here with something, and you owe me that thing. And I'm not going to forgive you. I will not forgive you if you fail to die empty. If you fail to empty yourself up, because I will be a beneficiary of your content. I'm not after your container. Your body right now is just an ordinary container. I'm looking at the content, what is in you, the ideas, the innovations, the businesses, the things that the universe has given to you to bring to the earth for the humanity, plants, animals, living things, everything to benefit from, that is locked up inside of you right now, that is yet to be materialized, because you are holding them up. I tell you this, you owe me. You owe me. You owe me, and you want to make up your mind to pay me. Pay up. What is it that you meant to bring to the universe? That's exactly why you should make up your mind, because your destination determines your direction, right? And that's vice versa. Your direction determines your destination. Your destination determines your direction. What that means is, where you go in determines the road you take. So you want to make sure that you find out exactly what it is for you to do in the universe, and then you route your way to that place, right? Money is important. You listen to these guys, giants in whatever field they are engaging themselves into. Important. It's good that you get financial education, that you get financial knowledge, but ultimately you want to find out what it is that you were better to do that you're not yet doing. You want to find that out, and it is important. And guess what? I'm telling you this. When you're going through your dream and you're going to your purpose, it's going to be hard. It's going to be difficult. Now, your failures should not define you. They shouldn't define the possibilities you see, because it is likely that what you're seeing right now, you could be the only person seeing it. Many other people, every other person had not even conceived the possibility of that, but you're seeing it right now and you're saying it's possible. This is something that should be. And then you try, you encounter challenges, you take 2 steps forward, life gives you a blow 1 step back, and you want to give up. No, don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give up. Now, I'm saying to you out there right now, I mean, can you imagine? There are many people depending on your success for their successes. If you give up, who will help the people coming up after you? The people coming up after you. It could start even from your immediate family. If you fail at what your purpose is, what you're supposed to do, because here's what you want to understand. Your reward in life is directly commensurate to your actions, your service, what you do, your contribution. Your reward in life is directly proportionate to that. So you're going to be rewarded to the degree to which you offer reasonable and useful service to your world. That is the degree to which your world is going to reward you. So you want to make sure to get that, what's the service I'm meant to bring. And then you find out that, okay, fine, you move into what it is going to be hard. You go into what it intentionally, you find that resistance. But don't give up. Because if you give up, the assurance I'm giving you is it will never happen. But if you keep putting 1 step in front of the other, moving, no matter how long the journey is, you are going to get there. That's important for you to know. You will get there. It's important. You will get there. And you want to employ a strategy. You don't just move wistfully. You don't just move wishfully, right? You want to employ a strategy. What is a strategy now? A strategy is more like a synchronized step-by-step plan from point A to point B. So you want to find out what it takes. Who do you need to know? What do you need to know? What materials do you need to consult? Who are the people in the industry that you could leverage on their information? Because there are many people who have documented their lifetime experiences into a book you can actually read for 4 hours. Their whole life experiences in books that you could consume that body of information in 4 hours, and it will accentuate you. You can leverage on that, and that will be a buttress point for you. But there are many people, you know that these things are out there, but you don't even know that you should consume that. You think you want to do it on your own. No, you shouldn't. You could do it on your own, don't get me wrong, because whatever the mind of man can conceive and believe, it can ultimately achieve. But you want to shorten the time. You could actually read a book that will save you 10 years of stress, 10 years of acrimonious, vain babbling, right? You want to read, you want to consult materials, you want to have mentors, you want to know what you don't know that you need to know to take you to where you're going that you are yet to recognize, to know. So move towards that. Employ a strategy. What is it? Step A to point B. What do I need to know? What do I need to understand? What do I need to have a settled conviction of? Very, 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 very. I cannot emphasize the importance of this, because words cannot really encompass the symbolism of how important this is. Move towards your goal intentionally. And here's what I'm saying. Ultimately, and you want to pay really, really good attention to this. It is necessary. It is necessary that you go towards your goal. It is necessary. Imagine, somebody said something. He said the ideal way for a person to die is for him to have his family around his deathbed, singing and communing with him while he's transiting. But then picture with me that you are on your deathbed, and what came to you instead of your family were the ideas that you were supposed to bet that you didn't. And they're saying to you, I came to you. You were supposed to fulfill me. You were supposed to be the conduit through which I will find materialization on the earth. But you failed. You coward. You refused to take the steps. You refused to proceed on your ideas. And I'm dying with you. I'm dying with you, and it might take 100, 1,000 years for me to come into reality using the mind of somebody else. Because you're dying because of your cowardice and dastard state, you are dying with me, my potentials, the solution that people could leverage on, that I was supposed to bring to the world. You don't want to die that way. And here's what I'm telling you. There is a possibility to die empty. In fact, there is a difference between dying and being killed. When you die having done, you just transit, right? You just transit, having done what you have, you were put on the earth to do. But when you get killed by your behaviors, by what the self-destructive behaviors you engage yourself into, the substitute activities that you waste your time pursuing, the things that you were not meant to do, that because all things are permissible, not all things are expedient. Everything can be done, but not everything that can be done is meant for you to do, right? So you're wasting your time pursuing things that are not meant for you. But you want to stop that. Quit that right now and make me this promise that you are going to find your path and you are going to work intentionally towards it, and you will understand what it takes to achieve it, and ultimately you're going to be willing to pay whatever price it takes to achieve what you are meant to achieve on the earth. Because believe me, this is the number one and the only thing that fulfills human life, and you want to understand that. And here's what I want you to do, and I admonish you. This clip or video, whatever platform you're getting it, is very important. There are many out there. Pathfinders really is for people to find the reasons for which they were bettered, right? There are many people out there who are yet to find their path. There are some who are accumulating money, accumulating funds, building relationships, and ultimately they're just doing it because their flesh is lusting for that. They just want to satisfy their body, right? Their flesh, their mind, which is not a bad thing in itself, but it's not ultimately the good or the best thing for a person to do. So share to as many as you can see and find. And if you find something resonating in your mind right now, immediately, do not think it twice. Comment below so that somebody else out there listening to this can get that information and ultimately leverage on your experience and benefit with on his or our own life, right? Comment below, smash the like button, subscribe. In fact, I basically do not do this. I do not tell people to subscribe. Because I mean, good luck to you if you think you can go after the vicissitudes of life. You can go into the tempest that life is going to be toasting you in without the body of information you're going to be getting on board the platform. But with love from myself to you, subscribe to the channel to build your mind and be ready to achieve your purpose in life. Thank you.